Let's get some more of my head on top instead of like that weird awkward position there. Okay, there we go, I think. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Desiree, and if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Subscribe and join the crew. We talk about all sorts of stuff. I do daily vlogs. I'm super random, so it's really fun watching my life. I talk about my hair, so if you are locked, you're in for a treat because I talk about my locks a whole lot. I do Q&As, and I even go shopping and bring you guys along with me to shop for a new apartment or kind of like on your own for the first time stuff. But anyways, I am here to do a talk and twist, and I used to love watching this when Tony Daly did, or she still does it. I used to watch her all the time talk and twist about just random topics. So for me, I can't just be random because I need something to talk about. Like, I have to prepare myself before coming on camera. So yeah guys, I decided I'll come on camera and talk to you guys. Just that quick, I forgot the topic. All right, we're just gonna wing this thing right now, okay? So I just washed my hair, guys. I just did the ACV and bentonite clay. Oh, see, now I'm starting to see the results. This thing right here has been my most annoyance. I did the ACV and bentonite clay mask, and if you don't know what that is, it is a mixture of bentonite clay and ACV that detoxifies the hair and cleanses it of all of the metals, the pollutants, the different things that your hair carries after just simply being outside and just living life, you know. So I did do that procedure, and I did a lot of research before I did it. Ended up getting the bentonite clay and just decided, you know, I'm gonna do this. So I did the mask on my hair and on my face. I think that maybe the solution should be diluted before putting it on your face. The thing is, I use straight ACV and bentonite clay. I'm thinking maybe water should have been included in that. But like I always tell you guys, I am no expert. I am here winging it just like the rest of us. But yeah, I'm using olive oil to moisturize my hair because that procedure, that hair procedure, could be really like drying on the hair. So you definitely have to put back in the moisture after all of that. So that is what I am doing right now, just bringing back the moisture to my hair. And I want to do 2-strand twists and put a little rubber band at the end because I plan on doing something different with my hair just for today. Tonight I'm going out with friends, and so I kind of want to change up my look a little bit. I don't want to do the same. Sorry guys. I don't want to do, I had to get my banana clip. I don't want to do the same old look, you know, with the locks. Plus my locks need to be retwisted, and oh guys, the buildup issue is just so annoying. Like, so I'm just going to put them away for now, and I'm going to show you exactly what I do. It is a special treat because you guys have not seen me do these things, but I'm going to do it, and it's just for fun. The thing about locks is, the thing I love about locks is that it can be it's so versatile. Like, you don't have to put yourself in a box. You don't have to do the same looks over and over and over again. You can change things up. That just comes with, you know, having a lot of options. So if you take yourself out of the box and dare to do something different, you know, you'll enjoy your journey a whole lot more than you know, than if you were to not experiment with your hair and be low-key bitter because you can't do much with your hair and you really want to cut your hair because of that. So yeah, rather than do anything else, I'm just gonna like twist it and leave it for a little bit. But that reminds me of the topic that I actually wanted to come on here and talk about, which is fear. Fear. We all deal with fear. Fear is like a human, I'm sorry, I keep looking at the top and not at you guys, but fear is a very human emotion that a lot of us deal with. And it comes from different sources. It could be experience. You might have experienced something as a child, a teenager, or even an adult that disappointed you, that caused you trauma, hurt, and so forth. And so fear reminds us of those circumstances by which we were disappointed, and it attempts to stop us from doing the very thing that we want to do. It could be good and it could be bad. Fear can be good because fear can let us know, you know, our boundaries and what we should and should not do. Like, okay, fear holds me back from putting my hand in fire because I know from past experience and other people's experiences, I know that fire will burn your hand if you keep it there. So that level of fear, which is not really, it's not a fear, but it's more of a knowing, rooted out of fear of burning your hand, really. But fear will show you what your boundaries are and keep you safe because it amplifies the human instincts. So of course our instincts tell us not to put our hand in fire. Our instincts tell us not to keep walking even though there's a staircase right in front of us, not to keep walking straight or else we're gonna fall over. Now some people might be crazy enough to go ahead and do that, but the natural human instincts will tell you don't do that, walk down the steps. But fear can also be a bad thing. For me, I dealt with fear a lot. And fear produced different cousins in my life. Fear produced insecurity. Fear produced lack of confidence. Fear produced hopelessness in my life previously. And I had to learn by many instances not to allow fear to hold me back. Now the latest lesson that I'm learning is to not hold myself back as far as YouTube. Now fear, being on YouTube, period. I told myself I wanted to be on here when I first started, which was back 2000, I think it was 7 or something. I picked up my laptop. I used to watch a lot of like YouTube hair videos and stuff, wig videos. Some people that I like to watch were Mrs. Diva Like, who's still here, Muffin Is My Lover, and so forth. So I watched a lot of like hair videos, a lot of natural hair videos, because a lot of people were going natural at that time. And I watched a lot of wig videos because I was doing a lot of half wigs about that time. I was still transitioning between natural and between wigs and full-blown natural hair. Because I still have my permed hair, but I was introduced to a world of people that were picking up their webcams and talking to the webcam, and it was entertaining to me. I loved it, and I really looked forward to it, to seeing people pick up, you know, their cameras and start talking to them. At that time, I think everybody was using like webcams. Very rarely did I see like actual cameras. But of course that has all changed now. thank God. A lot of people talk about YouTube has changed. You know, I'm glad it's changed. It's changed for the best. We're now more creative and professional. But anyway, I found myself watching more YouTube than TV, and I really admired these people, how they would just get up on camera and talk and be themselves. I admired it so much that it would take over my time a lot. YouTube is actually why I went natural. But yeah, I thought to myself, wow, I love YouTube, you know, and I love these people that are bold enough to get up and do the very thing that it was not popular back then. Talking to a camera was not popular. Nobody was even talking to their phones at that time, because phones didn't have like the video option. But later on we progressed to that. But still, it's still kind of a thing where people are trying to understand, okay, you are filming your camera, you're looking at your camera and you are filming yourself because you are a YouTuber, and it's not because you're crazy. But back then, like, no one was really doing that. So I got so fascinated to the point where I would look at like the wigs that I had stashed up in my closet, and I would take them out. Ooh, this is looking cute so far. Yes, I would take them out and say, you know what, I wonder what it would be like to like videotape myself just like my favorite YouTuber. And so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna film myself, my video. I did not expect to actually let it, you know, I didn't expect for it to stick that I would be on YouTube. I just did it just for the fun of it, just to see how crazy I would look on camera and stuff. So I uploaded it, not realizing that it would get like views. I'm like, wow, people are actually watching this? Like, what? So I did it on and off out of fascination, really, and just, you know, just because I thought it was fun. But then I realized, you know what, this would be a great tool to help me with my speaking, because back then I was super shy. I think I was working at a retail store, and that retail store really brought me out of my shell as well, because instead of running from people, I had to actually greet people. Like, they put me in the front of the store to greet each customer and tell them every single discount that we have going on at that particular store. So that coupled up with YouTube, I said that, you know what, I want to start YouTube. I want to actually, no, not start. I didn't give myself an official, like, I want to do YouTube, like, official thing. But I thought, you know what, me uploading these videos will help me to track my progress and learn how to speak in front of crowds, because I started seeing that people were actually watching me learn how to speak, learn how to think on my toes and not be afraid. I wanted to get out of my shell and grow confidence in front of the camera. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna do this. And yeah, that's when I did a hair video. I did a natural hair video out of fascination. It was fun, but still, I was still doing it on the low. Like, the way that I was filming these videos, you would think that like I was like smuggling drugs or something like that. I don't know, but I would make sure that nobody in the house was like, because I was living back at home, I would make sure nobody could hear me. And if somebody did come around the area that I was recording, I would lower my voice really low, and I wouldn't tell anybody about my YouTube page. I would just keep it completely like anonymous. I wouldn't even talk about it, and it was out of fear. Now looking back, I can say it, that's out of fear, and that's not to beat up myself, because we all go through a process, like, you know. But I realized that I was very fearful, mostly for how people will view me. Like, what will they think if I'm here online talking to a camera? Like, what will people think? And now that I'm thinking of it, who cares what people think, really? Like, and I'm still dealing with like with like people pleasing tendencies where I'm always thinking about what people think and more satisfying people than myself. Even living here, I constantly think about, oh my gosh, is it too noisy? I don't want to piss anybody off. I wonder if anybody can hear me. I wonder if I'm too loud. I wonder what they're thinking, if they're hearing me talking. Will they think I'm talking to myself? Will they think I'm crazy? And it's just to the point where you gotta just silence that voice in your mind and just say, you know what, stop it. If this is your passion, do it. Like, just do it. Just get up and do it and not care about what other people think. And yeah, it's a lot easier said than done, believe me, but it comes with practice, and constantly making the decision to say, you know what, later fear, I'm not letting you hold me back. Like, if there's something that you want to do in your life and you are allowing the opinions of others or even your past mistakes or failures to get in the way of you actually doing what you know that God has purposed on your heart to do, it's time that you actually start doing exactly what you want to do. I learned, you know, as you grow older, guys, I'm gonna be 20, I'm gonna be 30 actually. It's crazy. I have to think about this. But I'm gonna be 30 in 2 months, really. And ain't nobody got time to be sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, what if this person thinks that, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's about time that I get out. So, back to the normal program. Yeah, my computer, well, not my computer, but my camera, SD card looked like it wanted to give issues. But anyways, back to what we were talking about fear. And you know what, the thing about fear is it holds us captive, because a lot of people are just going on with their life. They don't care about what you have going on. They don't really care. Like, they're more thinking about their lives. Everyone is thinking about their lives. They're more concerned about what's going on in their lives. So for you to think so much to the point that you're fearing other people's opinions really makes no sense, especially in this day and age where people are very much more preoccupied with themselves, you know. So I learned, and I'm still learning now. I have not gotten to the point of perfection just because I'm recording this video, but I did want to talk about something that I've been learning even more as I am coming on camera a whole lot more, and I have more of an audience here on YouTube, and just more content that I'm producing. I'm learning to just step outside of the norm and do what it is that is on your heart. Because look, I'm gonna be 30 this year. Who has time to really be thinking about those little childish, insecure thoughts? You know, who has time to think about, oh my gosh, what do they think about me? It's time to just jump ahead and just do it. And that goes for those that are not 30 years old, but 20, 18, whoever's watching this video. Even if you're older than me, you know, it's never too late to just go ahead and do what it is that's on your heart to do. And stop thinking so much about others. For me, I'm so used to taking care of others and making sure everyone else is good, that I am a very hospitable person. I like to make sure people are comfortable, to the point where it is a little unhealthy, where I'm thinking, well, are they comfortable with what I want to do? And it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. Because like I said, people are more preoccupied about themselves, and if people don't understand what it is that, say, you want to do with your life, if you have a big dream or goal, whatever it is that just won't leave, and you want to do it and people don't understand it, you know what, that's okay, because it's always the people that are moving that attract more people that will speak doubt, will cause you to go back to that place of fear and remind you of why you can't do something, why you're not good enough, why you should do something else with your life. And I don't think so. I think everyone has the same opportunities to do exactly what they need to do. What motivates me is just remembering that we all have the same 24 hours, but it's how we use those 24 hours that really matter. So yeah, my biggest, like the thing that I've overcome just recently as far as fear is concerned is social media. Learning to just get out of the box, step out of the box, and stop just doing YouTube just to stay on YouTube, but more do YouTube to reach to Instagram, and reach to a larger audience that may or may not include my high school peers, the people that I work with, the people that I see quite often. Just recently I met a few of my viewers on the street and I had to really take myself and say, you know what, Desiree, this is what, like, okay, so when I meet people on the street that actually watch my videos, I am amazed. I'm still amazed that people watch this. I'm still amazed that people that are actual humans are watching and not like just, you know, non-humans. I'm amazed that actual human beings like me that can hear, see, smell, touch, taste, watch my videos, and sometimes they're in my area. I am amazed. I don't know why. I mean, what did I think? I was just gonna be making videos so that no one could watch it? No. So when you put yourself on a platform like YouTube or any place where your voice is to be heard, you're gonna have to expect that people are going to watch you, and that shouldn't frighten you. That should encourage you even more, because you are actually in a place where you can impact your generation. So recently I decided that I would shout out my YouTube channel on Instagram and make it more known that I am a YouTube vlogger. And that doesn't mean that I'm just sitting around not doing anything with my life all day. I have a full-time job, but I also love to pick up the camera and film beautiful moments of my life. I love to film about my hair. I love to do different things. I like to talk to the camera, you know? I like to tell my thoughts and what I'm feeling that day. And it's not uncommon, you know? People are talking to their phones now, doing FaceTime, doing Instagram stories, doing Snapchat, so it really shouldn't be a big thing like, oh my gosh, she does YouTube videos, you know? And most of the people that I think would be watching me really don't care. Like, some people that follow you on Instagram, they don't care what you have to do with your life. They don't even like your pictures. So why are you even thinking about what they think? Who are they? What can they do for you? Nothing, you know? I have a few people that follow me and I follow them on Instagram. I'm like, well, why do you follow me? You know, I'm always liking your pictures, always viewing your stories. But I see you viewing my story. I see you viewing my stories, but you don't even comment. You don't ever like anything. You just view. But anyway, those people can be your motivators. But I don't do it for, you know, and I have to remember, don't do it for those people that may or may not like you. Just do it because you do this recording videos on YouTube because you love it. That's my dream. My dream is to be a full-time YouTuber while doing other full-time things as well, because I love video and I can't deny it. I love video. I do believe God has put me here for a reason, and it has to do with video. So whether that brings me places or not, I'm satisfied just doing it. And I say that just to encourage you guys that if you have a big dream and you're allowing people to hold you back, or you're allowing yourself to hold you back just because you're thinking too much about what people think, don't do it. You know, you're building yourself a jail and you are the prisoner and you have the key. And to be honest, a lot of people aren't even thinking about you. There's just so much going on in the world that they're probably not even dwelling on what you're doing you're probably thinking of it too much. I know I do. But for those that are thinking about what you're thinking, what you're doing, and they're hating, give them something to hate. Continue doing your dream and being happy, you know? So yeah, that's my recent like overcoming, you know, what I've done recently in order to overcome fear. Because fear really is invisible. You know, it's like that tiny little mouse that whose shadow looks like a big giant, but when you look at what it is, it's just a tiny mouse. Like, you know, it's something that is only in your mind, and you can feel the fear and do it afraid. I love Joyce Meyer. She's the one that really put me onto that saying, feel the fear, do it anyway. We're human, we're all going to feel fear. It's something that you can't deny. You know, we're all going to feel fear, but you don't have to allow your fearful feelings to cause you to not do anything with your life. You don't have to allow yourself to go into people-pleasing patterns with your life and do only what other people expect of you. You can stand out of the box and do something different for a chance. You can shock the world by doing something different. You know? I love shocking people because they really don't know what's inside of me. People tend to underestimate me, you know, and I love defying what they think about me. So if you want to do something with your life, do it. Now's the time, because especially now as technology is evolving, we now have YouTube, we now have amazing cameras. You know, if you're interested in doing videos, do it. You know, why not? Why not start now? You don't have to hold back in fear, wondering whether people will listen or not. Start off with a mindset like, look, this is what I want to do. This is what gives me joy, and I'm going to do it, you know? And I had to do this for a while because after a while, my expectations started to increase. You know, as I'm seeing people start to watch my videos, like 10 people, I'm like, okay, so I need like 100 people, you know, compare myself to other people here on YouTube. Like, no, success looks like 10,000 people on each video are watching. And I have to often tell myself, no, look, these are my small beginnings and I'm grateful. And I can't compare myself to other people because those people had to go through blood, sweat, and tears just to get to where they are today as well. One of my biggest inspirations here on YouTube is Raven Elise. I love Raven Elise. I love her work ethic. Oh my gosh, like just watching her and how she takes her business very seriously. She is a full-time YouTuber and a mother. She takes herself seriously. She takes her job seriously. She does what she's got to do, and she's constantly evolving and growing. And I've watched her since she did her daily, weekly vlogs, and you know, when she was living in a one-bedroom apartment where she actually got pregnant with her now daughter Zaya. I've seen her grow and evolve into the person that she is right now, and it inspires me so much because she's gone through a lot of stuff, and I love her because she doesn't hold back her struggle. A lot of people, they'll show you, hey, this is my success today, but they won't tell you what they actually had to go through along the way in order to get to where they are now. I love that she's real. She talks about, you know, what bothers her. She is even more real now that she's doing lifestyle vlogs because she's showing her mom, you know, life, and that's not always perfect. You know, she has her struggles as well, but she's doing it very great. Like, she's living life awesome, and she's doing really well. So, not that I'm comparing myself, but I like to see people that are actually doing what I want to do and are in the place where I want to go. that inspires me even more to jump out of the box and to try something different, you know? And although you may think that people may be talking about you, oh my gosh, she does videos, look at her, and sharing your video everywhere and laughing and stuff, believe me, you continue doing that, continue showing yourself, you know, on camera, continue doing what you love best and being happy doing it, they'll stop. You know, if you think that people are laughing at you, and maybe if they are, eventually they'll have to stop, because your success will show them more than you can tell them, you know, more than you can convince them. And maybe it will even inspire them to get started to do something themselves instead of just sitting around all day laughing or poking or criticizing you. So yeah, I pretty much said everything that I need to say about that, about fear. I mean, fear has been a big thing in my life. I've been shy. I've been, you know, I've been that person who's like awkward because I just can't talk to people. There were some things that really brought me out of my shell, and like I said, working in retail was one of them. I worked in Aeropostale, and this is actually one of the shirts that I purchased from the store that I worked at, because we had to wear Aeropostale shirts, you know. We had to wear their clothing so that, you know, the customers will be interested in buying it. Makes a lot of sense. So I got there and I, you know, had the mindset, okay, I'm gonna come in here, I'm just gonna make money. I need money. I need a job. It's about time. I'm an adult now. I'm in college. Time to get a job. Time to get a job so that I can get the things that I want to get. So I thought, okay, I'll try to work at Aeropostale. Got the job. Was so excited. But the first day, I was so nervous because I realized just how much I feared people. And yes, I am an introvert, but you know what, to a certain extent you can't blame it on being an introvert. At some point you got to say, you know what, it's because I am allowing fear to hold me back in my life. And so I wanted to run from people. I mean, I was not a people person. I was not experienced in helping people find things and whatnot. I actually wanted to work in the back room. But the first day they put me in front of the store and they said, okay, here are the discounts, and we want you to tell every person coming through the door, hi, welcome to Arrow. Today we have 50% off jeans and 60% off t-shirts. Every day was a new pitch, and every day, who did they put to be in front of the store to say that? Me, the shy one. Yeah, and that is where I came out of my shell, and I learned to speak to people. I learned that people are living in the world with me, and I have to talk to them. I have to learn to communicate in order to develop the skills that I need. And after doing that job for a few, you know, years and doing other customer service jobs, I built more confidence. And being here in front of the camera, I built more confidence as well in speaking and relating to people. You know, so sometimes you gotta put yourself on the spot and just scare yourself sometimes and just do something that you wouldn't normally do. Test yourself, you know, challenge yourself to do something different. And in that, you'll find that you grow. And you're gonna be so afraid, you're gonna be scared when you finally jump and take that leap of faith to do what it is that's on your heart. But that's so much better than staying put in the same place that you're at right now, contemplating. You know, it's better to try and fail than to never have tried at all. So even if you do try, you know, whatever it is that's on your heart to do, and you fail, at least you tried. So many people allow themselves to stop right where fear is. Like, fear is this big bad bully, and it keeps a lot of people from doing what they want to do with their lives. But if you confront fear each time, you expose fear for what it is, and it becomes a lot easier to fight it. And so that's what that job did for me. My first retail job, my first job really, outside of what I'm doing right now, it caused me to confront people, confront my fear of people every day. Oh my gosh, every day. It was nauseating. After a while, it became a lot easier. And I think that job, even to this very day, because it set me up in a place where I can talk to people, I can relate to people. I do believe that God made me an encourager. I have the gift of encouragement. I love to encourage people. I love to comfort people. And so in order to activate these gifts, I have to learn how to speak and communicate with people. Because if I don't take that step to defy fear, I will never be able to effectively, you know, walk in my gifts and my purpose that God put me here on this earth for. And that hinders not only me, but the people that I'm supposed to help. So yeah, I really am grateful for the boldness to step out every single time and do the thing that I'm afraid to do. And right now that is Instagram integrating with YouTube. And what else? And also being in here and not caring what, you know, doing what I want to do and not caring what other people think. Also, when you decide to vlog, you're going to be strengthened in a whole new area as far as boldness is concerned, because believe me, vlogging in public, vlogging, like holding your camera and talking to it, or even bringing your camera period to public places, you're gonna learn a thing or two about fear and how to stop fearing and stop caring about what other people think. I had to do that when I went to Target and Dollar Tree with you guys. I brought the camera with me, and I'm sure, you know, I got a few looks like, what is she doing? But after a while, people just, you know, they'll stare for like 2 seconds. After a while, they'll go back to minding their own business, and you're old news all over again. So people will stare, people will have something to say, people will comment, and maybe people won't say anything. Maybe they won't have anything to say, and maybe they admire what you're doing, but they just don't have the guts to do it. So it's not always where you have to think, oh my gosh, people, what are they gonna think? They're gonna think the worst. No, some people will admire you, like, oh, she must be a YouTuber. Like, oh wow, I admire her that she's bold enough to take that step and do what she wants to do, and stop caring about other people and put herself first. You know, it's not always negative. People will admire you too. But because we live in a world where there's so many negative people, we automatically gravitate, you know, mentally gravitate to the people that are mean and are trolls. But nonetheless, like my favorite speaker Joyce Meyer says, feel the fear, but do it anyway. Do it afraid. Do it afraid. Test yourself. Shock yourself once in a while. I saw this fun quote, and it said, every day you should do something that scares you. And it's easier said than done, yes, but I think that is the way to grow, because you cannot grow in your comfort zone. Like for me, I can't grow just staying in one place and never going outside with my camera, even though I really want to, and never posting anything on Instagram. Even though it sounds so small, it really can be a huge fear. So if I stay put in that mindset, like, oh my gosh, I'll never do this, that, you never experience what you actually could, and you'll never grow. You know, you'll always stay safe, you'll always stay secure in your tight little spot, and just, you know, that'll be life. Your life as usual. And how boring is that? So, ooh, I have 3, and I have to make 2 strand twists. Oh, but these are very cute. They're coming out really nice. I'm loving the way that it's looking right now. This has been a long video, I know, guys. I've talked about a lot of things, but I hope that you've been enjoying this video so far and that it's actually encouraging you. Feel the fear, but do it afraid. Do it anyway. One book that I cannot wait to get is, I think it's The Art of Not Giving an F. And I'm really excited to read that. Wait, I have more. Oh my gosh. I'm excited to read that book because it's talking a lot about what I'm talking about right now as well. Not caring about people. And not to the place where you're selfish and you're like whatever, or you're vain. No, but not caring so much about people's opinions and what they think, what they say, what they do, to stop you from going after what you want to do. So first of all, I have to bring back the books that I'm using right now at the library, but that will be my next read, definitely. So I say all of this to challenge you. Do something that scares the crap out of you. Whether it's starting a YouTube channel or going on an interview at that job that you've always wanted to go and work at, you know. It can be anything. Challenge yourself and do something that scares the crap out of you, and I promise you, you will grow in that experience. You will learn a lot. Don't allow fear of rejection, fear of failure to hinder you, fear of looking crazy in front of your peers or whoever, because guess what? Everyone's had to deal with something in their lives where they failed, where they were disappointed. So don't let it hold you back. So yes, guys, I finished this 2-strand twist hairstyle and I'm loving it. It looks a lot better than the last time I did it. A lot more so because my hair grew. But guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for, you know, joining me as I twisted my hair. I hope that you enjoyed and that you subscribe for many more videos like this. Let me know if there's a certain topic that you want me to talk about and I will go ahead and talk about that. But in the meantime, thank you for watching. Comment down below, what is one thing that you're gonna do moving forward that will scare the crap out of you, but you're gonna do it, even if it's a baby step? What will it be? List it down below and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.